everyone. Hey, welcome to another episode of The Front. As always, please check out the website at leadtheteam.net for free sales training, for motivational content, and for leadership tips. And if you would, cruise on over to leadtheteam.tv and subscribe to the YouTube channel there. Make sure you hit the little bell notification icon so you get notified when I upload new episodes or go live, which is every Wednesday and Sunday. And I'd love to have you join me. So today I'm going to talk about why being kind matters. Right now on The Front.
Thanks for tuning in to Lead the Teams, The Front.
Yes, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and join me today. My name is Mike Phillips and I will be your host. This is The Front, and today I'm talking about why being kind matters. And my inspiration behind this, as so many of my shows and episodes, comes from real life. It's weighing on me today because of an interaction that I had yesterday. So I'm going to share a story with you today. So we had a young lady whose car broke down in front of our dealership yesterday. And so, like so many, they, went out and helped and pushed the car off to the side. And then this young lady was coming into our showroom, and I was headed out to meet her. And as she came in, she says, "Look, is there any chance you guys have a gas can that I could borrow?" And I thought, well, gosh, we have more than a gas can. Certainly we're in a dealership. We have full gas cans. So I said, yep, I'll be right back, and headed off to go seek out a gas can. And once I got the gas can, went over and we were trying to start her car. And the car's a little bit older, a little bit of beat up, and a whole bunch of stuff inside her car. And you could tell she was really distraught and frustrated with her situation. And so as I was talking to her, I said, hey, everything will be fine. We'll get your car gassed up and get you down the road. Let's hope it's just gas. And she kept trying to start it, and we kept putting gas into it, probably a gallon or two. And as we got the fuel in it, we still could not get this vehicle to start. And she was becoming visibly more frustrated and upset. And I said, hey, you know what? We've got a shop. If you want, what we can do is, if you have the ability to leave it, we're kind of at the end of the day. I don't think there's any mechanics left, of course, right? Murphy's Law, that's the timing. But if you want, we can help get the car up to our shop, and we'll do an inspection for you at no charge. Let's at least find out what's wrong with the car and see if we can't, diagnose it and try and help get you back down the road. And she got even more visibly upset. Her eyes filled with tears, and she looked me dead in the eye. And this is one of those piercing things, one of those piercing moments. She says, well, I can't really leave my car, sir. I'm kind of staying in it right now. That hit me like a ton of bricks. Because for me, I'm thinking, well, I'm going to do something nice for someone and I'll offer to let her leave the car. And it's like, well, you can't do that given her situation, which just floored me. And so I paged my lot attendant down. I said, hey, we got to figure out how to get this car started. And so long story short, over time, her and I sat and talked a little bit more. My lot attendant helped work on the car for a little bit. And when she came inside, because it was really hot outside, the one thing in the world she wanted, I said, hey, I'll tell you what, you want any snacks or anything? She says, hey, if you have a popsicle, that would be awesome because it's so hot outside. And it was something that was so small, but that changed her whole demeanor, was just the fact that we were caring about her in the moment, and said, yeah, if a popsicle is what makes it. Well, in the meantime, while we did that, well, let me go back for a minute, too. Because when I paged the lot attendant, my lot attendant has a really big beard, and I kind of jokingly said to her, I got to page Santa. We'll see if he can come down and make some magic happen. And so sure enough, we get some more gas in the car, and we were able to start it up. And so she, at that point, now she had tears of joy, and she says, oh my gosh, he is like Santa. We got the car started. Thank you so much. And off she goes. She fortunately was able to head down the road. That's why I wanted to share today, because some of these little acts of kindness are so simple to us, but in the moment they can be so impactful and so huge to somebody else. Something like a gallon of gas or a popsicle or two can make somebody's entire day right there in the moment. And it's not about the big, oh, hey, we're going to repair the car for you, or we're going to do the inspection for you. At the moment, I thought, well, this would be something that was kind of offer, but once you find the rest of the story, it was exactly the opposite. Like, it was really disheartening because she's like, well, I can't leave this here. So we just kind of kept working through it. So you have to think what you believe is being kind to someone may not be what they need right then. So on that note, here's a few lessons that I've learned and a few notes on kindness and being kind to other people. First is that everyone is affected by an act of kindness. You don't know how your act of kindness may affect that other person. A very small gesture can make a huge impact on somebody else's life. Kindness improves our quality of life. It affects everybody around us. It brings people together, and it affects not just our immediate circle, but it affects those in our community. Being nice actually affects your psyche. There are studies that say it affects our health because being kind to another human being will change the way that we look at ourselves. It'll change the way we talk to ourselves, because when we do something that is kind for somebody else without any expectation of repayment, then we start to build ourselves up in our own mind, and it gives you that kind of euphoric, that good feeling. So it will affect your psyche and it will affect your health. Spreading joy is an act of kindness. So smile at strangers. Pay somebody a totally unnecessary compliment just because it's nice and it's the right thing to do. Laugh with other people, right? Laughter is one of those things that's contagious. It will spread to others, especially like if you've ever been in a situation when you have little kid laughter. There are little videos and memes that go around the internet, and you'll start to watch that just joyful laughter from another person, and it catches on. You can't help but laugh, and it's that good belly laugh that starts in your belly and comes up through your heart. So laughter is a great way to spread kindness. Now also, let's talk about some things you can do as a leader in your workplace to help spread and promote kindness. Lead by example. Keep in mind, other people that are around you are going to emulate you. So say please and say thank you, because if you do it, so will the other people that you work with. Make sure that you are genuinely kind to other people. Remind them that you have a common goal there at work. You're all working in unison towards the same thing. And I'll encourage you this, before you remind them, make sure you remind yourself of that, because then you can come from a place of genuine kindness and caring. Next, you've all heard this. If you can't say something nice, that's right, don't say anything at all. So make sure that when you are speaking to people, you're taking the time to build them up. You're saying nice things. You're talking good about them and about others and about your business environment. Because when you're saying good, quality, positive things, they'll do the same thing. It's like I said at the beginning. They will emulate you, and before you know it, that positivity can catch fire in your workplace. Lastly, recognize other people's strengths. A pat on the back can go a long way. And one thing that I have learned consistently over time is that people will live up to your expectations of them. So if you tell somebody that they're great, guess what? They're just likely to live up to that expectation and be great. They will create greatness if you tell them that. It's the self-fulfilling prophecy. So allow them to be greatness. Allow them to embody greatness by telling them what you want them to be. So I'll leave you with this. Take a deep breath. Share a smile with somebody else today and tell somebody they are awesome. That's how you spread genuine kindness and caring. So that's the whole message on this episode of The Front. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and join me today. If you're gaining something out of these episodes, do me a favor. Give them a thumbs up. Share this video on your social media, and I will tell you, please participate in the comments. If you have something that you say, you know what, here's one way that I spread kindness or I spread joy to my family, to my friends, to my coworkers, share that in the comments down below. Let's continue the conversation after the video. I would love to do that. And until we speak next, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.